We are live. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the 13th Tribal Council of YouTube Survivor 7 with the never-before-seen Bliss tribe. Say hi, guys.
Hey, first tribal.
So, Glow, what was the immunity challenge you guys had to do?
We had to stand with a cup on top of our head, and after over a half hour, we had to start doing spins. It was first 10 spins, and then it was 20 spins. And keep the cup on our head without falling, or we were out.
All right, so Burks, what have you heard as a vote tonight?
Oh, I think it's pretty obvious. It's me or Julian tonight going home. And if you're smart, you'll vote Julian because he has 17,000 other allies over you. And if you want to vote the merge, if you want to vote out the merge boot of season 6, you can vote for me. But the smarter and more obvious choice is voting out Julian. I mean, he has more than like 3 allies. How are you sure he's going to take you to the finals? If you want to set yourself up for success later down in the road, you need to get rid of him now. So I think you should vote for Julian.
Can I respond to that? So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, but Burks, you're the one sitting here with 2 separate pre-made alliances in this game. I don't have the connections that you do in this game. Like, I know that my reputation is big and scary, but I haven't been that good of a player in like 5 years. I understand your concerns, but at the same time, you target me in every single game we've ever played together, so I really shouldn't be too surprised that you're coming after my life once again. But I do not have the same level of connections as Burks. So if you keep him in the game, you're keeping someone who has 100,000 fucking allies to run straight back to over you. Whereas I don't have that.
Actually, I heard that you've been on the majority of the Bliss tribe since the beginning. And whoever's at the bottom, you get together with your allies, however many there are, and you talk about them and voting them out whenever you do.
There hasn't even been a bottom because we haven't even attended a tribal.
How can you know who's on the top
or the bottom if there isn't votes? There's no definitive top or bottom until you cast a vote.
There's always a bottom. Always. You look at Survivor Edge of Extinction, there's a bottom on the whatever their name is, tribe. Joe is at the bottom, the returnees are at the bottom. On this side, Julian has been on the top the whole game, and he has the most allies of anyone in the game left. So if you want to make a smart choice, you need to get rid of Julian now.
See, that's the thing, though. You're the one sitting here with all of these different allies. You're the one sitting here with all these different friend groups that you could run right back to. I don't have those same connections.
What different friend groups and alliances do I have?
Well, you've got the season 6 crew and you've got the podcast.
Wait. Hold on a minute. Season 6, half of the season cast voted for me. Every single person that didn't vote for me to leave last season is gone. Audrey didn't vote for me. Wade didn't vote for me, and whoever the third person was, I can't even remember. Mark didn't vote for me. Look, Rob has voted me out, and Julian has voted me out. There is no season 6 alliance. There has never been a season 6 alliance. So that doesn't even count.
I mean, I don't get why you're so intimidated by me. I'm not that big of a threat compared to there's a lot of people in this cast who are more threatening than I am.
And who would those be?
There are a lot of places that you should be looking. I mean, that's the thing, though. No matter what I say, you're not going to see that because you love coming after me because you have some sort of fucking problem with me.
No, actually, in our second Stars game, you came after me. I was open to an alliance, and I was open to an alliance this game too. But then I find out that you're throwing my name out to Tim, saying I'm voting Tim, which was never the case, actually.
I actually was not. That is something that was made up to get you to come after me, and it worked.
Well, then either you're lying or Tim's lying. And either way, rumor has it that you guys are allied too, which I wouldn't be surprised considering you're allied with more than half the cast.
When you called me out last night, I was at work and hadn't even had an opportunity to talk to anyone. So the fact that you believe baseless rumors spread about a person who hadn't even been able to talk to anyone just shows the level of thought process that you're putting into this vote.
Exactly. So if my thought process is so bad, why would you want to get rid of me? How am I a threat to your game?
Because you're going to come after me at every single tribal we attend together because you don't like me or something.
Yeah, I'll come after you every single tribal, and everybody else will be safe. It's more beneficial to keep me because I'm going to be gunning for only you, while you're
why does that? Okay, but then why do you not?
Just me.
Okay, but then why do you not? Okay, but then why do you not understand why I'm going to come after you? Because someone who's going to come after me at every tribal I attend is a threat to me.
I never said I don't understand. I understand. I'm saying it's not logical for anybody else to vote for me.
Why are we sitting over there bitching about it? Like, why are you coming after me? Because you're coming after me.
I never said why. I never asked why you're coming after me. I'm telling everyone they should vote for you because it's a smarter choice. I never asked. I didn't say I don't understand why you're voting for me. I never said that.
All right, let me put it this way. Season 1, I went to the final 3 with my loyal alliance because I was a loyal person. People that I give my word to have my word all the way through. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm hoping for is the people who I've given my word to will reciprocate that tonight and keep me in this game.
All right, fair enough.
So, Tim, your name got brought up in this.
Yes.
So, Tim, your name got brought up in this. So,
Yes.
What is all that about?
I told Burks that somebody told me that he was throwing my name out there, and he asked me who, and I said probably the person he was targeting. Did I specifically mention Julian's name? No.
Yes, you did, because before that, you said I'm going to Julian.
Let me finish. After that conversation, I immediately said it wasn't Julian that told me that he was coming after me.
You totally said that. Because what actually happened was, he said that he knows I'm voting for Julian, and then he proceeds to say that the person who said it was the person I'm voting for. So what else?
I said probably. You can scroll up.
Probably. You're obviously implying that's Julian then, considering you told me that I'm.
You're right. I did imply it was Julian, but I did not specifically tell you it was Julian.
Yeah, but you wanted me to think it was Julian.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. But then I told you right after it wasn't Julian.
You never said it wasn't Julian. You said it. You didn't say it was Julian.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now it wasn't Julian. So
okay, thanks. That was useful.
I mean, Burke, to be fair, you would believe literally anything you were told about me. Like,
of course, because you've targeted me and everything. Why wouldn't I?
Like, someone could come to you and say, yo, Julian punches kittens, and you'd be like, wow, what a monster.
Well, actually, that has nothing to do with the game, so.
Okay, well, I'm saying right now it wasn't Julian, so there you go.
Okay, thank you for clarifying 5 minutes before the vote. That makes sense.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm pretty sure I told you last night.
Oh, really? Because, no, you said that you didn't say it was Julian. You never said that it isn't Julian. You said you didn't say that it was Julian. That's what you said.
Okay.
Okay, so Ben, you're sitting over there just watching Julian and Burks and Tim and everyone's name getting brought up and everyone going at each other. From someone whose name hasn't got brought up yet, are you feeling pretty safe tonight?
This is the YouTube Survivor that I remember. Finally. I was very confused when I wasn't going to Tribal and things were going a lot more calm. I mean, I was blindsided in my first season in a crazy way, and I've learned to never be comfortable. And I feel like I always need to be on the lookout for any potential people that are targeting me or that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens tonight. But yeah, the drama is definitely something. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, but you never know.
So, Glow, coming from Wowakan to this tribe, and who was on a winning streak, and then now that's gone, and you have people going at each other, is this better or worse than you being on Wowakan?
This is just a big pile of shit. It's like I was in a heavenly situation, and I went to Wowakan, and Glenn's story without going into that coming at me. What I've got here, and I'm not going to let anybody ask me questions and put me on the grill. I've got Julian that I like. I've got Burks that I like. They both watch my back. This is a bunch of shit situation for me to be in as far as what to do with a vote. I don't like it. I'm not part of the war. I don't have anybody that's had me. I'm going to be careful how I say that. Chats don't necessarily mean alliances. I'll put it that way. I wasn't in any on Bliss. Didn't have a whole lot of people talking to me. And I can say some people here that weren't dead. I haven't been offered anything. I haven't been offered safety by anybody. I haven't been promised 4s and 5s like I think some people must have somewhere. And the dynamics of this tribe suck. It's a lot of drama. I can't get conversational talk, one-on-one, live talks, which don't have to be but 5 minutes. I can't tell you, I can't get a read on 1, 2, 3 players in this game, possibly 4, but I'm going to say 3. So I'm like a spinning top, not knowing where I need to go, not really offered anything, and don't know what to do, and I don't like it. I'm glad it's between them and not me. I'm glad I'm not involved in anything that caused it, and it just sucks. Because I owe both of them loyalties, which I won't go into, but I owe both these guys that are going at it loyalty, and it frickin' sucks.
So, Tim, Glow had mentioned earlier that she likes Julian, she likes Burks. Is this something that's reciprocated throughout the tribe?
That everyone likes the 2 players?
On the chopping block?
I mean, I guess we'll find out. I mean, I don't see people liking both of them, but I mean, yeah, we'll see at the vote tonight.
Basically, what I was kind of getting at, and maybe Ben can answer this more, is there a third party that could get votes tonight due to people liking Burks and people liking Julian and not wanting to choose between the 2?
I mean, there's always a third party. Like we saw it in when what was it? I mean, when Sam left in my original season, we saw it when someone like Michael left in the last tribal. It's always a possibility. From my perspective, I haven't seen a third party, but I mean, I know everyone else that's voting a third party would say that, but I don't see a third party.
So, Julian, it's been a common theme this season for blindsides. All-Star seems to be blindsides this season. Michael, Glenn, Denny, so many of these people getting blindsided in really dramatic ways. Is this a setup for another blindside potentially, or is this for sure Julian Burks?
I mean, who knows? There's always the possibility. Like you just said, there could be a third party. Like you said, we've seen tons of blindsides this season. But I mean, I came into this knowing that my head's been on the chopping block for a while. There's been a bounty placed on it, and people would love to see my head roll. So I wouldn't be too surprised if things were just as cut and dry as they seem. But at the same time, you never know till the votes are read.
So Burks, it's kind of a similar question to what I'm asking Julian. Like, is this going to be a blindside? Is this a facade that you guys are doing with this whole fight thing, or is this genuine?
No, it's genuine on my part for sure. I hope, like, if there's a third party, I'm spared. I'm fine with that. But I'd rather Julian go tonight.
Okay, so one final thing before I get to the group questions, Ben and Julian both. Neither of you have gone to a tribal before. Is this potential targeting because you guys have yet to go to a tribal? Like, are you guys on the bottom due to y'all never having experienced tribal, where a majority of this tribe has gone to tribal many different times?
No, I'm a target because people in this cast don't like me. It's not even a Bliss thing. It's a me thing. I know there's people in this cast that want to see my head roll. Whether I was on Bliss, Borealis, Woacon, it don't matter.
For me, I feel like people might target me because of Bliss, but I would hope that they don't. I mean, there's a lot of definitely advantages because we still have a lot of numbers, and a lot of people from Bliss have been leaving recently, which is kind of scary for me. But like, again, we have not been to tribal yet. The lines haven't been drawn, especially on our tribe, or at least my original tribe or my swap tribe. So like that could be an opportunity for people to kind of hit us up. So hit us up, people.
Shoot, if anybody thinks Bliss had all that going on, they got it all wrong. They were just winning. There wasn't a lot of strategical talk about people behind the scenes. I didn't know of any alliances. I'm sure there might have been some that were 2s and 3s. But if so, it never leaked out, and you know that's unusual for a whole tribe to be able to pull that off. I had no promises. Don't have anything bad to say about anybody on the original Bliss tribe. So for everybody in this game to go after them, I've been on the up and up about that. I never had we lost a safe haven at all, a chat or a group of people that would have taken care of me. So that's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, and I did think of one more before I get into the group questions. Tim, the only idol we've seen this season came from your misplay. And Julian left. I'm sorry, Glenn left with his idol in his pocket. So, are we haven't seen many idols come out this season. Are we expecting an idol maybe tonight?
I would say if Julian or Burks has one, I mean, I could see them playing it if they don't feel safe.
All right, fair enough. So I'm going to get into the group questions now. Well, first off, the obvious, raise your hand if you think you are the one going home tonight.
Obviously.
So Burks and Julian, the only one raising their hand. I think we've already established that is the thing. I'm not even going to ask why other people did not raise their hand. The next group question. With the person that you vote out tonight, do you guys think that you're going to go back to your winning streak after this?
I mean, I don't necessarily think me or Julian are necessarily bad at challenges, but I do think it's beneficial to get rid of him. So if he goes, I wouldn't say like either of us are better for the tribe in terms of challenges, but yeah, it's just the way it is.
Regardless, it's entirely possible we could go back to winning. We're just down in numbers this one time, but I mean, we could bounce back.
All right, and then finally, if you go home tonight, what is your biggest regret?
No regrets. I went to 7 tribal councils. I played a better game than I did last time. I'm just happy to make it this far. 7 tribals is a lot. And I went through 6 without getting a vote, so I'm happy.
Well,
I'm going home at my first tribal.
I'll threaten you. You better say that you love me, whatever happens.
I'm not leave. If I leave tonight, I'm leaving with no regrets. I've done everything I could to try and keep myself safe, and if it's not enough, it's not enough.
Yeah, I agree. If I leave, it's a numbers thing. It's a swap. I'm not going to kill myself over it.
I think both of y'all should tell me you love me because I said good shit about both of you.
I love you, girl. I love you, girl.
I said both good things about both Julian
Tim or...
I feel like my biggest regret would be basically going out the same way I went out the other time, just like completely unexpected. So kind of not being able to right that wrong.
Tim, would you have any regrets? Okay.
Same.
All right, so with that being said, the questionnaire part of this tribal is over. I'm going to go get the votes. Now it's time for you to call more people out, do shout-outs, change your vote. Yeah.
I'd like to shout out anyone who supported me the whole time. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Maddie. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to the people in the chat on YouTube watching this right now. We got Maddie. We got Red Fab Foxy. We got Dalton. We got James, Yoshi, whoever Frozen Princess 01 is. I think this person's Glenn, the other Julian. We got a whole bunch of people tuned into this shit show.
Good luck to you, Julian. I wouldn't vote for you if I didn't think it was smart. So even if I go,
Shout out to Maddie, who also it seems to be who everyone's shouting out, but she just Skyped me before this, so I got to give her the shout out. Shout out to Ika. Shout out to Sam, who was robbed in seasons 5 and season 7. I wish you were here. Shout out to my best frenemy on the site, Chris Fabio Stoner. Wish you were here. So
I can't tell if that's a joke or not.
it is. Shout out. It's a shout out.
Hey, where can you find the I'm sorry.
Shout out to the final 9 of my group game cast, who I put through hell yesterday in a tribal council, and now they get to watch me squirm.
Final 10 was a good week.
Final 10 was a mess.
No, it was a good. Well,
you know what? We're here.
It was a good boot.
Oh,
shout out to Cameron, who just messaged me saying.
Shout out to
Cam, who just messaged me saying. Hi, Cam.
I had to give shout outs at the endurance challenge the other day because I haven't been to tribal yet, but now I can actually give them officially.
Shout out to Jaybird Nifty.
No.
Shout out to Jeff Probst.
Yep, Jeff Probst is definitely watching this.
Shout out to my baby Teeny Wesson and Senator DS1.
Shout out to my group game viewers lounge.
Shout out to Jiggy
Shout out to Whorehouse, even though I don't think they watch this.
Shout out to Kelly and America's Worst Cook, who talks to me about that show.
Shout out to the people that support me, but also watch this season that I don't know watch the season. But if you want to shout out, let me know, and I'll give you a shout out if you support me. So,
hey guys in the group, in tribal right now, when you're looking at your screen, who are you reading that's here? Because I'm not sure that it's up for me. Is it saying Tina? Is it saying? What's it saying? Because you're saying all these names and I don't see them.
Shout out to Silver, who just Skyped me.
Can somebody answer my question, please?
I don't know what you're asking.
Like when the people that are watching us right now, what's it look like on your screen? Because I'm not sure I'm seeing what y'all see.
Yeah, you can't see it from the Google Hangout screen. They're looking at the YouTube live stream of this.
Yeah, they're watching us live right now.
And shout out to Michael, who asked for it, and Raul, who also asked for it. Also shout out to Maddie and Cam.
Michael also just asked me to shout him out, so shout out to Letitia. I'm shouting everyone out now that's messaging me. I didn't expect this.
Yeah,
shout out to Love Galore.
I'm sending kisses to everybody there. I'm sending kisses to everybody that's watching this. Love you all.
Shout out to my boy Denny. You were robbed.
Hey, all you guys watching, how do you like my hat?
All right. Just make sure real quick. All right. I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity item and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right. I'll reveal the votes. First vote, Anastasia.
Wait, you're not on cam.
Anastasia.
Wait, am I not?
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. I was looking at the
vote.
wrong one.
Gotcha. Second vote, Joey. Third vote, Joey. It's 2 votes Joey, 1 vote Anastasia, 6 votes left. Fourth vote, Burks. It says moo, and that's supposed to be fire, but I can't draw fire. Fifth vote, Burks with a heart. It's supposed to be a heart. That's 2 votes Burks, 2 votes Joey, 1 vote Anastasia, 4 votes left. 6th vote. Burks. That's 3 votes Burks, 2 votes Joey, 1 vote Anastasia, 3 votes left. 7th vote. Burks. That's 4 votes Burks, 2 votes Joey, 1 vote Anastasia, 2 votes left. 8th vote. 13th person voted out of YouTube Survivor 7 All-Stars. Burks.
Damn.
Burks, what are your final words?
I'm honestly happy that I survived this long. I mean, I was losing on Borealis, losing on Wobocon, and losing here. But I think I'm happy with my game. I orchestrated a blindside. I survived 6 tribals without
Game
a single
Burks.
bullet in my name. I'm happy with how I played. Good luck to everyone. That's it.
Good game.
Good game, guys.
I did not vote for you, Burks.
Burks, tribe has spoken. All right. Another crazy tribal, another crazy vote. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload by The Disney Nerd. Also, make sure you follow me on TikTok at The Disney Nerd YT. And make sure you follow Jay on TikTok at JPerNifty. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.